Monitoring includes the process of following up your application and preparing at the same time. To follow it up appropriately, let's just have a quick look at an overview of the journey that your application takes when you submit it to the QCTO for accreditation and from when you actually get accredited and receive your letter. So you start by submitting your application to QCTO first with the data, then the evidence later with a SharePoint upload, and you notify the desktop administrator that you've done that. Then the desktop administrator will have a look at the documents and approve it as at that level, which means the documents pretty much look like they're all here and look pretty much correct. The QCTO then sends it to a quality assurance partner, which is almost always a CETA, so that CETA can audit you. That CETA will be whatever your sector is. So for first aid it'll be HW CETA, for example. The CETA will contact you for a site audit. They can give you anywhere from just under 24 hours to 2 months notice that they want to do an audit, but you want them to audit, so when they send you a date, just say yes. The CETA conducts a site audit that checks your QMS, your venue, your documents, and your competence as a training provider. Once that has been done, that results in a report that the CETA then sends back to the QCTO and does so in batches. So if your site has been audited, you're now going into a batch, and that batch might take a while before they all go to the QCTO. So just there's various points here that have delays. The QCTO receives these applications that have been the reports from the CETA, and they do it in batches as well. So they will have them pile up for a while, and they say, okay, now that's a batch. The QCTO committee needs to sit and have a look at your application and see if they agree that the application outcome is whatever your CETA auditor said it was. If they do approve it, then it needs to go to a manager who also checks it and gives his final approval, and his signature is the one that goes on it. It's an automated process, but he still needs to see it, so it lands on his desk, it sits there for a while, and he needs to sign it off. And then the accreditation letter is sent back to administrators, who then send it out to you. So at each one of these points, there is amount of time that passes, and you need to follow these things up at the correct time. At no point you bombard the QCTO with emails about where's my application if it's currently sitting with the CETA waiting for an audit. Likewise, if the audit has been done and the CETA has sent it back to the QCTO, it's no point bombarding the auditor at the CETA, because it's now they've done their job, they sent it back to the QCTO and it's sitting there. You can, however, make sure that it's moved through the various steps in the journey that it should have, and a consultant who knows your industry specifically, because they need to know that CETA and who to email at that CETA, would be able to help you navigate through this journey so that you send emails to the right people at the right times, so as to not bombard and annoy people for no reason. So just deal with a consultant who can help you there. That is an overview of the journey it takes, just so you can see, okay, why does my application take so long, and where is it now? That's the process it follows.